welcome. This is Sahara with a brand new Let's Play Mass Effect. As I follow some of the gamers for Dragon Age, they all keep talking about Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Most of them aren't a fan of 3, I don't think, but they couldn't get enough of Mass Effect, and they kept referring to Dragon Age as Mass Effect. And I think with the new Dragon Age, the Veilguard, it's going to be similar to some of the UI that is in Mass Effect from what people who have done the actual gameplay have said, the preview of it. Anyway, so I thought I had bought in the original Mass Effect probably about a month ago, and I went to install it yesterday, and I did play it for a little bit under the old one, and then I saw that Legendary Edition, which is all 3 Mass Effects plus 40 DLCs, was on sale on Steam, so I turned around and went ahead and bought it for $8.99. You can't beat the price on that. So I did start it, but my recording stopped. And I didn't realize it when I was doing some of my character. Anyway, so I'm just going to start over again. I still am in the prologue. This is all totally new to me. It's not even my normal genre. I like fantasy. This is very sci-fi with guns and all that stuff. So it's not what I'm used to. So bear with me while I stumble my way through this as a newbie. So let us start over. I will adjust the music after we get this going. It doesn't allow you to adjust the music at this time. Hello? Alright, so this is where I lost my recording last time and I didn't realize it. So we're going to start a new character, Mass Effect. I'm excited. It's got a lot of great reviews on it. It's supposed to be very amazing storyline, and that's what drew me into it more than anything. So let us start.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection.
Now I know most of you probably have already played this game.
Secure connection confirmed.
I also because of my vision impairment, I increased the font size to large, so I'll be able to read it. All right, so you can either go as a set, John or Jane Shepard, but I'm going to do my own ID. You can also do a quick start to.
Please log in to access your profile.
But I think I'm just going to do a custom female.
Please log in to access your profile.
And it's going to be Corinne. Like always. Oops, my caps was on. They don't use your first name anyway. You'll always refer to you in all these games by your last name, because how can they keep track of your first name, right? Yeah, the original Mass Effect is very dark.
Data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile.
So I'm glad.
Confirm pre-service history.
So they remastered it, so it all looks better. It's in 4D. It's in 4D now instead of what it was originally. All right, so you can go as a spacer. Both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. Yeah, military families are that way. Sadly, a lot of military, they're called military brats, never really get many friends because they're always moving around. Colonist, you were born and raised on Mendor, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mendor, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later, or Earthborn. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolis covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. I don't want to be a spacer. I really don't want to be a colonist. To me, Earthborn almost seems like a rogue type character, because growing up, with crime, petty crime, you're going to learn how to break into things and stuff. Though I don't know if that would have any play. I think these do come into play in the game, probably, regarding dialogue and choices, I'm sure. I'm going to go with Earthborn.
Confirm psychological profile.
Now, Soul Survivor, during your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. War hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. That just doesn't seem like me at all. Ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you, but when failure is not an option, the military always comes to you first. Now, when I started the one under the old Mass Effect, I did do ruthless, but I'm just not a ruthless person. Some of that, you have to maintain that character, and it's hard for me to do that, so I'm going to go with Soul Survivor.
Confirm military specialization.
Soldiers. Soldiers are combat specialists ideal for the front lines of a firefight. Soldiers have improved health, can specialize in the use of all weapon types, start with the ability to wear medium armor, and can train in the use of heavy armor. Engineer. Engineers are tech specialists. Using the holographic Omni tool, they can decrypt security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only wear light armor, and they specialize in pistols. You can do other weapons, but I think you do better accuracy with whatever you're specialized in. Adept. Adepts are bionic specialists. Through upgradable implants, they can use bionic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only wear light armor, and they specialize in pistols. I like the look of the adepts, to be quite honest. Infiltrator. Infiltrators combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at long range. Infiltrators are trained to use Omni tools, focusing on decryption and offensive abilities rather than healing. They can specialize in pistols or sniper rifles and wear medium armor. They give you a lot of different options here, so I mean the replayability I think is pretty good. Senator, though I never really replay too many games. The only ones I have are the Dragon Age ones. Senators combine bionic and tech abilities. Typically, they use bionic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, though they can also disrupt opponents with bionic or tech attacks. They are more efficient at tech and bionics than other classes, but at the expense of combat. Senators can only wear light armor and receive no specialized weapon training. I like the Senator because of the healing and the tech, but yeah. Vanguard. Vanguards are bionic warriors. They combine biotics. Oh, I think it's biotechs. No, it's bionics. Biotics. And weapons to take down opponents and are especially deadly at short range. I'm sorry. I'll get the giggles over my pronouncing of words. They specialize in pistols and shotguns and wear medium armor. I think I'm going to go with engineer. Yeah, for a newbie, I don't even know which one other than soldier would be the best thing to do. Which is the hardest, which is the easiest. I'm going to go with engineer.
Confirm facial identification.
Well, I'm not too much about faces and stuff. I mean, it isn't really much, you know what I mean? They make them all look so... Because of the transgender crap, they make the females look like men and the men look like females because, there can't be any more than one sex. Yep. Skin tone. If you're out in space, you're not going to get a tan. Unless they have tanning booths, maybe on the ship. I don't know. Complexion doesn't really matter. The head. cheekbones, ear size, none of that really. I want a thin neck because men have thick necks, women have thin necks. That's fine. The eyes, I do want to change the shape of them a little bit wider, and I want the color. There we go. I have very blue eyes. Those are almost like silver. The hair color, I went with purple. Why not? Because why not? Of course you would stand out when you. Of course, if you're wearing the helm, it wouldn't matter. And the hair. I wish I could turn them around, but you can't turn them around. No, I'm not that way. Okay, so let's just go through these again. When you're in combat, of course you got a helmet on, so you're not going to see it. But I think the hair is going to be up, or you're going to have short hair in the military more than you are anything else. She does move her head around, but I think I like that. The brow. I don't even pluck my brows. And the brow color. You can't get it purple. Kinda. But you know I dyed my hair, right? Because purple isn't normal for humans. So, we'll go with that. Scar. I got a scar on the lip. If you're in the military, you're going to have scars, right? Alright. I like the one on the cheek. Do I want makeup? No. You can go with that. It makes my eyes look. It makes the blue in my eyes stand out more. Lip color. Oh, no. I know some people wear their lips like that. Yeah, like I said, I don't wear makeup. I haven't worn makeup in years. Being visually impaired is hard to do makeup anyway because I can't see myself. All right, we're done.
Profile reconstruction complete.
See, and you can't move her around. All right, she looks okay. Confirm.
Identification confirmed.
Okay, so combat difficulty, casual. I'm going to put it on casual because this is so new to me. Auto level up, no. Legendary mode, I really don't know what the difference is between this. In classic mode, the original 1 through 6 level range will be used instead of the new 1 to 30 level range. XP and talent points progression remains the same. The number of levels is doubled. Okay. Squad power usage, defensive. Yes, okay. So subtitles are on, autosave is on, enable tutorials is on. Yes. That should be fine. Yeah, I normally do normal for my gameplays, but I'm just scared because it's such a different mechanics for me.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of her family.
Doesn't have one. She was raised on the streets, learned to look out for herself.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
I'll make the call. In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization, and the decades that followed, these mysterious Artifacts revealed startling new technologies enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a core that controlled the very... See, they go too fast! It goes too fast, you can't read it! Biotech, come on, people don't read that fast.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination.
Yeah, the music is still
Relay
way
is
too
hot.
loud.
Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Board is green. Approach run has begun.
This would just be so amazing to travel through space. It would be scary as hell, but...
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1,500K.
1,500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
I love the dialogue in his. It's so right. I think it's spot on to how shipmates would talk to each other. You're overreacting. No, I agree.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant.
Yeah, you got caught.
Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I heard.
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Okay, I press escape and open the journal to view your updated mission objectives. At first, I'm also going to do, I think here's where I can now do sound. Yes, sound. I have it down to 70, but it just seems too loud. Okay. Okay, start Codex. Personal history. You were born on Earth, but you never knew your parents. A child of the streets, you learned to live by your wits and guts, surviving in the hidden underbelly of the megatropolis of humanity's homeworld. Eager to find a better life, you joined the Alliance military. When you came of age, you volunteered for an expedition to Akuz, a lush world on the outskirts of Alliance space that had suddenly dropped out of contact. Arriving on the surface, your patrol found the settlement intact, but no survivors. At nightfall, the Thrasher Muse struck, mindless abominations of teeth and tentacles that rose up from beneath the earth. Reminds me of Tremors. I don't know if you ever watched the series Tremors. There were movies, but it was about these things that lived under the earth, and they had tentacles that shot out of their mouth, and they would drag people into their mouth and eat them. Anyway, I can't remember what they were called. Constant gunfire couldn't drown out the shrieks of your fellow soldiers as they were dragged down to a gruesome death. Yep. 50 Marines died on Akuza. You were the only one to make it back to the landing zone alive. A monument on the planet commemorates the massacre, a grim reminder of the price humanity must pay as they spread throughout the stars. Yep, it isn't easy, is it? Humanity and the system. This is the timeline of how we got to where we evolved to where we are now, out as spacefaring humans. And the current date is 2183. And then our primary one is aliens.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
I like the narration instead of having to read everything myself.
The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Sol's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly fund an international effort. Still, the Alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity.
Okay, so our journal assignments, we have none. Our mission is to speak to the captain. Our squad. The squad screen lets you view your team's talents. Mouse over a talent or its rank to view it. Click on a talent to spend a talent point. Okay, so I've got 3 points to spend. So I got already for encryption. I have one for electronics. I need first aid, I assume. Right? Deploys Medigel to all wounded squad members, restoring their health. And I think probably one for pistols, because that increases damage by 5%, increases accuracy by 10%, which is not a bad thing. And I think these level up. Yeah, they do. They, as you go along. Now, engineer reduces. Okay, since I'm an engineer, am I an engineer? That's right. Okay, so I need to probably do that one. But charm opens up new dialogue options. I like that, so I'm going to go ahead and do that first. Okay. Wait a minute, something didn't go right. My pistols didn't update. That's what it was. Okay. There. And our map. There's a room. We're in the bridge. I like this map now because I can put little points to let me know where I'm at so I don't get lost, right? Equipment. What do we have for equipment? The equipment screen allows you to equip and upgrade gear for your squad. Click the filter tab to switch item types. Is this the filter type? I guess it is. So Right now we have a Lancer, which is a assault rifle. We have shotgun, pistol, sniper rifle, grenades, Omni tool, and then armor. Okay, so we knew our... I don't think we have anything to upgrade. No, we do not. Empty. Yep, okay. I don't know what any of this down here represents. It doesn't tell you. It just says resources, but I assume this is your medipack, maybe? I don't know what the rest of these are. One of them grenades? Is this our money? This is probably currency. One of them is... Because we do have grenades, right? This is grenades. Okay, yep, that's our grenades. Right there, we have 5 grenades. And then this would be our Omni tool. So I don't know what this represents, the 15. Okay. And that is about it then. Okay, so...
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
So here we go.
I'm telling you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
These inspectors are always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Well, I heard you arguing.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
What do you mean?
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Stealth systems.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
Well, he does have a big point. Why are they fully staffed if it's just a shakedown cruise, right?
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
So what about the captain?
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, ma'am. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
All those medals would be hard to wear on a uniform, wouldn't they? The Turian Spectre.
You don't trust Nihilus.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Well, that was a long time ago.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Well, I'll look into it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Yeah, some of these responses are the responses are fine, but like when you're getting away from them, they just yeah.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
You watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
So that's the doctor and that's Corporal Jenkins.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Yeah, just relax.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
It's just another mission.
Do your job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
Don't play the hero. Well, there's no rush.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
So, Nihilus.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
So where did that scar on my lip come from? Because it wasn't there. I got rid of it before. Now suddenly it's back. So the Spectres.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
And there's no human Spectres?
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds, just like you on a cruise.
Those are bad memories.
I try not to think about Akuz.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
Let's see here. About Eden Prime.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Why are we going there?
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
All right, goodbye.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay, so Codex. What was that just... The Codex updated. Ships and vehicles. Light lag prevents sensing in real time a great distance. A ship firing its thrusters at the Charon relay can be easily detected from Earth 5.75 light years, 6 billion kilometers away, but Earth will only see the event live 5 hours and 45 minutes after it occurs. Due to the light speed limit, defenders can't see enemies coming until they have already arrived because there is FTL travel and communications, but no FTL sensors. Frigates are crucial for scouting and picket duties. Yeah, that's what it says, picket duties. Passive sensors are used for long-range detection, while active sensors obtain short-range, high-quality targeting data. Passive sensors include visual, thermographic, and radio detectors that watch and listen for objects in space. A powered ship emits a great deal of energy, the heat of the life support systems, the radiation given off by power plants and electrical equipment, the exhaust of the thrusters, starships stand out plainly against the near absolute zero background in space. That makes sense. Passive sensors can be used during FTL travel, but incoming data is significantly distorted by the effects of the mass effect envelope and Doppler shift. Active sensors are radars and high-resolution laser detection and ranging that emit a ping of energy and listen for return signals. Lasers have a narrower field of view than radar, but radar resolution allows images of detected objects to be assembled. Active sensors are useless when a ship is moving at FTL speeds, I would imagine. Citadel and Galactic Government.
Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council. They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of 2 or 3. Some are empathetic peacekeepers, resolving disputes through diplomacy. Others are cold-blooded assassins, ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. All get the job done one way or another, often operating outside the bounds of galactic law. The Spectres were founded after the Solarians joined the Council. For many years, they operated in secrecy as backroom problem solvers. Only after the Krogan rebellions did their activities become publicized. Assignment of a Spectre is less contentious than a military deployment, but makes it clear that the Council is concerned about a situation.
So the fact that he is with us means there is something major to be concerned about, right? Humanity in the system.
Humanity's first contact with an alien race occurred in 2157. At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass relays discovered, a practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shanxi was occupied, the first and to date only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defenses, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet, under Admiral Castany Drescher, launched a strong counteroffensive, evicting them from Shanxi. The Turians mobilized for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution.
Aren't we lucky? System Alliance.
The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Sol's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly... I think we already heard this one.
For some reason, it acted like it was new, but it wasn't. Okay. Journal. Was something updated to my journal? No. Equipment. Was something... I don't think so. My squad? No, it's still just me. Okay. Onward we go.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Talk?
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I wouldn't know.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Why are you asking?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Well, that's obvious.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
So why the secrecy?
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Prothean?
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
So, and that's how our human technology, Velcro, microchips, they all came from UFOs that were discovered and reverse engineered by our scientists. People don't want to believe in UFOs, but they are real. We have been visited by aliens many times for decades. Well, actually, for centuries, to be quite honest. They were here before we were walking. Why did we tell the Council? Notice that the scar on my lip is now gone? Very inconsistent.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
I have to agree.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Why?
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
You put my name forward?
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
You support this, Captain?
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
So the Protheans.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
So Eden Prime.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
And what about the beacon?
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Wrong hands?
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Terminus system.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Okay. I guess I'm ready to go.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Oh, not good.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't. Need evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
The hill!
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
The hell is that?
Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Looks like a person?
Take us in, Joker. Fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Okay.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
All right. Yep.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
Okay, so looks like we had some stuff that updated. Squad. So I now have, okay, so I've got, what does he have? He does, oh, he's got points to spend. Okay, so he's got throw, his barrier, he does first aid, and sentinel reduces the cooldown time of throw, lift, barrier, and stasis by 3%. Let's go ahead and give him that one, and we'll give him a barrier. Adds a bionic barrier to your shield that absorbs damage but cannot block attacks that bypass shields. Okay. And then this is Jenkins. But you don't have any. Okay, here we go, Jenkins. He is pistols increases. So what is he? Okay, so he's a soldier. So give him one for being a soldier, and then, well, maybe actually, how about assault rifles? Okay, allow long bursts of assault rifle fire without overheating. Okay, And I don't think I had anything. No, I did not. Okay. And then... Sojournal... Was updates, speeches. Okay, head to the big city, to the big site. Codex. Aliens, extinct races.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kaje, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
Oh, definitely. And we've been genetically engineered too. I totally agree with this, with the concept here. All right, and then we have planets and locations.
The terminus systems are located on the far side of the Attican Traverse, beyond the space administered by the Citadel Council or claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. It is populated by a loose affiliation of minor species, united only in their refusal to acknowledge the political authority of the Council or adhere to the Citadel conventions. Their independence comes at a price. The terminus is fraught with conflict. War among the various species is common, as governments and dictators constantly rise and fall. The region is a haven for illegal activities, particularly piracy and the slave trade. At least once a year, a fleet from the terminus invades the nearby Attican Traverse. These attacks are typically small raids against poorly defended colonies. The Council rarely retaliates, as sending patrols into the terminus systems could unify the disparate species against their common foe, triggering a long and costly war.
Yeah, that makes total sense to me. Okay. So did we have any new equipment? I don't think so. Okay, so you are on your... You have a Lancer 1... assault rifle, and you have a Lancer 1. No, we all have Lancer 1s. Okay. Alright, let's see here.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Alright, use right mouse key to draw your weapon. Use H to put it away. So H for holster. Use the left mouse button to fire. Sustained fire causes weapons to overload. Yep, or to overheat. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode. It's almost an hour. So I got through the whole beginning this time, and it worked. So if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and if I'm doing something wrong, please let me know. Thank you for watching. Sahara out.